Besides the participation of Russian scientists and Russian scientific centers in the projects implemented outside the country, the strategic program on the development of Russian science and technology implies the creation of mega science class facilities in its own territory. To date, out of all of the suggestions from Russia's leading scientists and scientific organizations, 6 projects have been selected for implementation in the near future. 2 of them are the International Center for Neutron Research, based on the high-flux research reactor PIC in Gachina, and the complex of superconducting rings on colliding beams of heavy ions in Dubna, known as NICA. They are already being funded by the government of the Russian Federation. Other funding for the preparatory work of the creation of the remaining 4 projects is already underway. The first one is the so-called igniter. It is a thermonuclear reactor with a strong magnetic field, which allows for a considerable reduction in the size of the facility. The next one is related to Accelerator Projects. It was developed at the Butker Institute for Nuclear Physics in Novosibirsk. It includes the creation of an accelerator complex with electron-positron beams for fundamental research. In addition, this facility will be used to generate synchrotron radiation for a variety of applications. Within the framework of megascience, the next project is planned to be built in Nizhny Novgorod. It is the Exowatt Center for Extreme Light Studies, or EXCELS. The main facilities that ensure the conduct of research in this center will be the lasers with peak power up to several petawatts. Another project is the X-ray source of synchrotron radiation of the 4th generation. What may these facilities be used for, and what are the plans for their utilization? The International Center for Neutron Research is going to be a multidisciplinary scientific and technological center for collective use, the multifunctionality of which will be the opportunity to carry out complementary research in physics, chemistry, biology, geoscience, and material science. It will also provide technological control of the works on the development of micro and nanoelectronics, isotope production, and the elemental analysis of medical samples and products. However, the work conducted at the center will be more multifunctional in terms of the use of the sources of high-capacity laser radiation. The source of synchrotron radiation is also intended for conducting fundamental and applied research, which could achieve a breakthrough in the areas of condensed matter physics, nano and biosystems, including hybrid systems, which combine biological and non-biological objects, functional and biocompatible materials, research in creating medical diagnostics systems, and targeted medicine delivery systems. The creation of this center would entail the development of innovations in domestic technologies, in particular the areas of superconductivity, magnetic systems, material science, instrumentation, and others. The Russian-Italian project of a compact tokamak reactor, the igniter, is aimed at creating a thermonuclear facility with high levels of plasma density, compared with ordinary classical tokamaks. It is going to be more compact than the international reactor currently being built in France. The heating of plasma will be performed by a flowing current due to the resistance of the plasma. This will allow for the reduction in the size of such a facility. Should it be successful, this project will lead to the development and creation of small-size, relatively low-power thermonuclear power plants, sought after in many areas. The main purpose of the Charm Tau factory, the construction of which is planned in Novosibirsk and is funded by the government of the Russian Federation, is the research in fundamental problems of modern physics. The contemporary theory of microcosm paints quite a nice picture of a number of issues. But modern physics is oriented at finding possible breaches of this theory, which could point the way towards new possibilities, towards obtaining new technologies, new sources of energy, and so on. The fundamental task of the new factory of elementary particles in Novosibirsk is to carry out research in the processes possibly lying beyond the borders of the modern theory of microcosm, processes with a very low probability of taking place. That is why it is designed to obtain beams of record high efficiency. The applied program included in this facility is based on the use of synchrotron radiation, which is achieved in dipole magnets and in the specially built-in devices in the collider of this facility. We are going to discuss the NICA project in the following lectures.